we're going to talk a lot about trades that offer more opportunity to make profit, meaning we're going to talk a lot about trades that move for multiple points. And a lot of your work is going to be centered around bigger trades. And you'll see guys come in here and they will talk about their bigger trades as well. And 80–90% of what you may be playbooking will be these trades to hold. These bigger ideas, these bigger trades, where you can get more out of it. One of the things that I do want to point out, and one of the things that I see lacking in some traders who underperform, is an inability to just scalp. Hi, I'm Mike Bellafiore, Managing Partner of SME Capital, and we're a proprietary trading firm located in Midtown Manhattan. And I'm also the author of the trading classic, One Good Trade, and the Playbook. Click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos that we're producing for you in the trading community. If you want to learn 3 real-world setups that our traders use, including the simple setup that we teach all of our new traders, and the setup that turned one of our traders into a 7-figure big money earner, check out the free webinar that we're currently running. Just go ahead and click the link that should be appearing right now at the top right-hand corner of your screen. That's going to open up the free registration page in a new window. Don't worry, you're not going to lose this video. You can also visit tradingworkshop.com to register for this free, intensive, awesome workshop. You're going to learn more in a couple of hours from this trading workshop than from years of online education. When I first started trading, we learned how to scalp. When we first started this firm, we taught people how to momentum trade, which is a version of scalping. We teach it a little bit, we don't teach it a lot. It's a minority of what we teach, but it's still a very effective technique for trading. It's still a very effective tool that you want to actually have in your toolkit. And if you listen to some of the top traders in the desk, a lot of them scalp. I was talking with a junior trader today who was marveling at how Shark could put on a big SPY position, scalp it out for 10 cents, and then hold the rest, and that was something he felt he couldn't do. If you listen to Swang Trade, yes, he's going to put on, I was looking at his blotter before we came in here, and I can't even keep track of all of the call positions that he has on right now and that he was in today. But a lot of what he does is scalp in and out of positions while he also has risk on with an options portfolio. And so we're going to talk a lot about these big trades and these trades to hold and these big trade ideas and preparing for that. But a very real skill that a lot of these guys possess that lesser traders don't is an ability to scalp. It's an ability to just make trades on their own by scalping. It's an ability to scalp around your bigger ideas. So you might think Uber's going to go up today. Some traders will put those trades in a longer term account. I think Uber's going to go up today. I think Uber's going to go up over the next week. I'm long in my long-term account, and then in my intraday account, I may scalp long, short. I may scalp short while my long-term account is long. Okay, I may think that the market overall is going to go up, or I may think that on a day like today that the FANG stocks are oversold, and so I may put on some options trades. I might buy some calls in my options account. I may put in my long-term account some Amazon and some Apple and some Facebook and some Netflix, and I may scalp long and short in and out of those positions. And so that's a very real skill that you need to have. And so some people will sit back and say, I can't do that. Some people will sit back and say, well, I don't want to do that. There's like no money in that. Some people will sit back and say, well, that doesn't work anymore. That type of trading doesn't work anymore. And the truth is that that type of trading works selectively. That type of trading, if you just don't want to do it, is you leaving a lot of money on the table. You're sitting there watching a stock intently. You have a big idea as how it's going to go. It doesn't just go straight in one direction. And if you're watching it in and out, you can add a lot to your profitability by using another technique. Today on the open, we weren't quite sure whether or not Uber was going to go up or down. You can use that before you figure it out. All right, if something's really in play, but you don't know if it's going to go up or down, in the first 45 minutes, there's opportunities, long, short, to trade. So, this is a very effective technique. I will say to you also that if you're going to put on these swing positions, if you're going to put on these trades to hold, you're going to have to be able to trade in and out of them. You're going to have to be able to put a lot on, take it off. You're going to have to be able to put it on, lose, put it back on. Even with these swing longer-term positions. If you just think active short-term trading is, I have an idea, I am putting on risk, me and my infinite wisdom know that Uber is going to go up from here at this moment in time when there's millions of participants in the marketplace, that's a lot of pressure to put on yourself. But you can sort of sit there and say, I think this is going to go up, but you know what? It's not going to go up right now. And I'm watching this intently, and so why don't I get short? Or, I think this stock is going to go down, but not right now. I don't think the FANG stocks. You may develop a thesis. I think this is a big problem for Google in China. I think this is a big problem for Apple in China. I don't think that we're going to really rebound, but we're oversold right now. And Powell just put out encouraging remarks. These are the names that are most likely to go up. For the short term, let me just buy them. And so, it is an important skill. I wouldn't give up on it until you really recognize after tagging and measuring you just can't do it. And I'd say if you can't do it, you're putting yourself in a position where your career is going to be much more difficult. Not that you can't do it, and not that everybody in here does scalp, okay? But a majority can, and a majority use it, even the really big traders, okay? And sometimes just sort of scalping in and out of trades helps you really feel the big trade. You're scalping long, you're scalping short. Oh, it's not getting below this price. Oh, it's not getting above this price. And I can see the bigger trade by being in and out of it. So we're going to tee up some tape on the open of some scalps, and I point them out because there were some really good risk-reward trades as we were trying to figure out whether or not Uber was going to go up or down right on the open. And here are a couple of things that I was doing, poking around in, getting some information. The first trade we're going to tee up is a trade that people always talk about, well, I hear people talk about this, that you can make $500 in the first 30 minutes of trading and then hit the beach. I think this is like something that people talk about online a lot. I wouldn't want to go to the beach after the first half hour. I think, and I don't want to make $500. Let's do better than that. But you sort of hear this as something to aspire to. Well, this is a trade where you don't actually even have to wait for 30 minutes. You can wait for not more than 5 minutes. In fact, this trade, I think, lasts in the first minute of the open. And, it's an effective strategy. You find something that's thick, you find something where the spread is tight, you find something that's up or down quite a bit, you find something with a news catalyst, and you play the first move. In this case, we had Uber. Uber had kind of a news catalyst, but not really. There was a bunch of upgrades. It was above an important technical level. It had a tight spread in it. It's in play. A lot of people are looking at it. And I think a lot of people thought it was definitely going to go up today. And you can see some good short opportunities, some short scalps the downside. And so I use this as an illustration for you guys to start thinking about. That should be a strategy that you're trying. That should be a strategy you're tagging and measuring. Some of you may become scalpers, and that's fine. You know, the very best intraday trader in the Midwest is a scalper. The highest P&L Midwestern intraday trader only scalps. He doesn't take things out long. He doesn't trade options. He doesn't make market plays. Okay? He scalps in and out all day long and has for 10 years. And he is I don't know anyone else who makes more money than him. And so there is a very high ceiling for how you can do with trading this way. I'm not saying you guys should definitely trade this. I'm saying you definitely need to learn, expose yourself to it, and think about seriously having it as part of your arsenal. All right, let's tee up the tape and see what we got. So this is Uber, and let's run it. So I like to see if it actually opens. I want to tell if it opens. You'll be able to tell it opens when a lot of the volume starts to come in. You'll see the tape change. So can you just circle the tape? You can just circle where, so you can see, all right, so stop. Go back. All right, so go back a little bit. All right, so you can see, go back even 15 more seconds. So I'm just waiting for the volume will actually pick up. In the time and sales box, the speed will just pick up. That's how you know we're actually officially open. All right, so you open, stop. So you see the bid at 43? You go back. Stop. All right, so we open, and you can see the volume came in, right? Everything sped up. And then what's going on at 43 cents? He doesn't really drop, does he? You've got some stacked offers at 45 cents. You got some buying at 43 cents. And this is what we mean by the first move. If 45 cents lifts, what are we going to do?
Go long.
Get long. If 43 drops, what are we going to do?
Short.
It's the first fight of the day. We're just playing the direction of that first fight, and we're just scalping it. Let's see what happens. Stop. So I hit the bids there immediately when 43 dropped. Okay, and I'm just going to scalp it out. Play. All right, and keep on. And I'm out. Stop. Okay, so that's an example of playing the first move. All right, let's tee up the second tape. All right, so stop. So remember on the open, that 45 cents was a little bit of a level, right? Couldn't get above that 45 cents. So we're approaching that level again, which is going to be a resistance area for me. And I'm watching the tape to see if I can finally see some weakness using that 45 cents as a level that I noticed from right on the open, right? That's important. Couldn't get above 45 cents right on the open. Let's sort of see what happens up there again. Same thing. If I can see some weakness on the tape, I'm just going to scalp it. I'd cover it above 45 cents. If it goes down, I'm just going to take my profits. I'm just scalping. I've observed that 45 cents was a level on the open. It's popped back up here. It went all the way down to 41.90. Now it's popped all the way back up here again. If I can see some weakness on the tape, I don't know which way this is going to go yet. I'm just going to take I'm going to just take my trade right here and see what happens. Go. Stop. So what do you see about the offer right there? The offers are pretty thick up there at 50 cents. And 45 was a little bit of our area before there. 5 cents above it is still the area. You don't have to be exact about 45 cents. 45 cents, 50 cents, it's still an area of resistance. And so if we can start to see some weakness up here, we'll have a trade decision. Play. Those offers are thick up there at 50 cents. And it goes up to 55. Some resistance up there. 52, stop. Let's just buy. So now it's 52 by 55. The bids have stepped up, stepped up, stepped up. I have 55 cents as a pretty good resistance here on the tape. Play. $52's buying a lot, right?
So are you scared off?
Stop. So it was 55 by 52. 52 was buying an awful lot up there. That's an area of resistance. Okay? The bids hadn't dropped all the way up from 41.90 all the way up here. I've got a good area to trade against. If it gets above 55 cents, I just cover it. 52 cents drops. I just hit the bids and scalp out of it. All right, let's see. So I hit it, and then it went down. Go ahead. This goes all the way down to 20 cents, and I cover down there. All right, stop. Question?
Sorry about that.
No worries.
So I saw a guy that was 93 on the bid.
Yep.
Were you not scared off by him at all? Or, I mean,
You saw a guy who was 53 on the bid?
93. I think he was 93.
9300.
Yeah,
Oh, 93 on the bid where?
I think it might have been 52.
Yeah, so, and then eventually the pattern changed though, right? So you've got 55 sells a lot. You got a buyer really close to that. When that buyer drops, I'm going to hit the bids. You don't always win, okay? But it's a good risk reward. You have a stock that's gone from 41.90 all the way up to 42.55, close to our area of resistance on the open before it dumped. You see a lot of selling at 55 cents. You just can cover the damn thing at 56 cents if you're wrong. There's a guy stubbornly buying too much real close to the offer at 55 cents. He drops. The most likely thing to happen is the stock's just going to go down, and it could go all the way down to the lows. It could go even lower than that, but you're in a good position to, in a risk-reward scenario, to make more than you're risking. In this case, it went all the way down. It went down 42 cents without really ticking up, and your risk was 4 cents. Was it 4 cents or 3 cents? It was 4 cents. So again, this is just an example of we're trying to figure out what to do in the stock. We're trying to figure out if we should be long or short. We don't know yet, but we're noticing things at prices that are giving us a good opportunity to make some money. And while we're sitting there trying to figure it out and taking in the information, why not employ this other strategy to make some money that adds up? It's a 40-cent move is pretty good. So I was long Uber into the close, and the damn thing took an hour to go from 56 cents all the way up to 85 cents. But just in this one particular move, I captured the same amount of price movement in seconds. So something to think about. Hey, go ahead and click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos that we're producing for you in the trading community. And please take the time to add your feedback in the comment section for what videos you'd like for us to produce next and what you found helpful from this video. From all of us at S&B, train and trade well.